The hell is that? Where's the duck?
Uh, we have a branding change. That's a mouse. We're feeding the mouses now. Feeding the
Feeding the
mice.
mouses?
Feeding the mice. Welcome to the show.
We're not feeding the deeks while we're at it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Feeding the Ducks, the weekly podcast that gives you weekly breadcrumbs of entertainment on a weekly basis. I am the one who does 95% of the work, Kyle Pepitone.
Well, then I guess I'm the guy who does 6% of the work.
All right.
And the mathematician.
Yes. And as you have undoubtedly caught on at this point, we are not too caught up with current events.
Current events.
Per se.
Show's airing 6 months after we've taped them.
Yes. The Met Gala, as we talked about.
That was topical.
I don't want to date ourselves, but I'm going to tentatively say the Met Gala we talked about last week happened on May 1st.
Well, this is our New Year's show, right?
Yes.
That's where we're at. Okay.
And I just wanted to talk about what we've been doing, because recently I went to a concert and you went to a
movie.
Yes, but it
was a good movie.
Oh.
It was a 20-year-old movie too.
Right, but there was something going on.
Oh, you want more information on that movie? Well, yes.
You went to a movie.
To a movie. I sat by myself and went to a movie, which I've done many times. But this movie was at the Smod Castle Cinemas in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. And the part about that makes it interesting is it is owned by writer-director Kevin Smith, who happens to be my favorite writer-director. And he was having an event there showing Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And he was there, and his partner Jay Muse was there. And before the show, they did a pretty an auction of all stuff, and the crowd went.
Cool.
Yeah, I got outbidded on everything.
Was it good stuff?
It was from little stuff like a actual gum from a movie, to signed posters. They even had a Ben Affleck signed poster.
Movie?
Yeah. Like one of his
actual gum from the 30-year-old movie.
What?
You said the movie was 30 years old.
No, the movie was 20 years old.
Whatever.
I don't know which movie it was from. I forgot which one.
It was an old pack of gum, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was prop. It's a movie prop. It was selling movie props, posters. At the end of the thing, Jay took the shirt he was wearing off, and even that went for over $100. He did what?
I have something similar to that on my update, but keep going.
But the cool thing is at this theater. I mean, Kevin is always at this theater. And you can go just see you could go see Cocaine Bear and run into your favorite writer-director.
Yeah,
who's
saw,
there all the time.
We saw Violent Night there. That movie with, I forget the actor's name, but the one about
Stranger Games,
the Die Hard Santa Claus movie.
Yeah, Die Hard Santa Claus. Yes, we saw it there, and I like it because it's an old-fashioned theater. It's not one of these fancy ones.
I love the old-fashioned theaters.
Yes, it reminds me of my childhood, and it's cool. It's an not old-fashioned theater. But
it's not the megaplex reclining seats. Buy your tickets ahead of time. You go in there. You're like, hey, I want to see a movie today. You buy your tickets, and that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, let me go online 2 days before, pick my seats.
Exactly. You can go there, and there's a chance you'll see him. And I've met him several times, not just at the theater and other events and stuff.
Right.
And he might be the nicest celebrity I've ever met. A really, really cool. Will talk to you won't blow you off. So he's pretty cool. And his partner, Jay Muse, actually I have worked with on our pilot, and I showed our pilot at this theater, Smart Castle Cinemas. Yes, at the film festival. We opened the festival with The Undesirables, starring Jay, and I've worked with Jay for 3 days, and he was great on the pilot, and he was very friendly and very personable.
That's it.
3 days. How long do you think a pilot goes for?
I don't know. It's just
what do you want? We didn't have the budget for a fourth day.
I worked with him for 3 whole days.
Well, we also did a table read, so 4 days.
Oh, okay.
So screw you.
It's just a weird time measurement to say. I don't know why.
Well, we didn't. It's not an 8-month movie. We're not shooting Iron Man here.
It just was something weird. Pilot. It was just weird to hear 3 whole days.
I didn't say I was best friends with the guy. I said I worked with him.
I'm sorry.
Well, he was very nice. Thanks for ruining the moment, man.
Hey, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, but two of the nicest celebrities I met, Jay and Kevin. Oh, I met them a few times. Always good. Always nice to the fans.
That's good.
You like to see that.
Yeah, definitely.
And you went to a what now?
I went to a concert at I believe, new venue called The Racket.
Where is that?
Chelsea, New York. Chelsea.
Chelsea?
Just,
really?
It's really? The way it's spelled. CHELSE.
Okay. How do you SEA? How do you say that?
See?
How do you say, no, how do you say it?
See?
Yeah. No, put Chell in front of it. And that's it. You're done.
Chelsea.
Oh God, yeah. I grew up in Bay Ridge. Yeah. Holy God.
That's not fair. Bay Ridge doesn't have an A at the end.
Oh my God. Don't make it fancier than it is. Chelsea. Holy cow.
Anyway, it was at this venue called The Racket, and it was
The Racketta? Sorry, go on. I'll stop.
And it was Smash Into Pieces and Citizen Soldier for Smash Into Pieces first.
Is that who you're wearing now?
No, this is Shadow Academy. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Smash Into Pieces. This was their first North American headline tour. They're a band from Sweden. They're pretty cool. So we got to the concert, me and three other friends. Me, my girlfriend, and two other friends. I don't want to get in trouble. We got there. No 2-hour merch line this time. We got in and out super quick. Some things were sold out. Some things were sold out, which was unfortunate, but whatever. And we had the concert, and at the end of the concert, they did a meet and greet.
Ooh, those are always fun.
Yes. So at the end of Citizen Soldier set, he's like, all right, I'm going to meet with you guys before the next band goes on. It's not a big venue, but it had a big turnout. So obviously he didn't get to everyone in that 15 minutes.
So there was a lot. There was more than like 4 people went up to the whole crowd went up.
So we didn't get to meet him. We're like, damn, that sucks. So the other band goes on. We enjoy the concert. And at the end, they do a meet and greet too.
Okay.
So there's one line for Smash, one line for Citizen to do meet and greets. And we got there a little late. So we're at the back of the line.
Yeah.
So it goes from the back of the venue to the stage, loops around the stage. It's not
now,
a big
what does
venue.
the meet and greet entail? Hello, how you doing? Or pictures or
just like a pic, just like sign something, just like hi, nice to meet you. How are you? Hey, cool. All right, next one. It's not like a VIP experience when you spend like an hour with them. It was just they had time after the show and they're
hey, how you doing?
So we're in the back of the line by the bathrooms, and the line is long or whatever. And at some point, we're like, we're not going to make it. At some point, they start going away. Like they're like drifting away from where they were. And the 4 of us are like, follow that man. He's tall too. So it was not hard to miss him.
Not creepy.
He had to be
not creepy at all.
And
following some
like
poor guy around Chelsea all night.
Crowd is no, we're still in the venue. The crowd is gathering around this guy, but he's talking to like the owner of the venue, and the owner's like, "I gave you guys extra time. You gotta go."
So to you or the band?
To the band. It's like we can't have everyone. You guys. We can't have everyone hanging around here. I'm sorry, but you gotta go. I'm like,
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Pretty much, which is exactly what happened, because then the lead singer of both Smash Into Pieces and Citizen Soldier, they both started walking out of the venue, but not like with the rest of the band. Like they started walking out the front doors.
Because they don't get along with the rest of the band?
No, just because they were going to continue the meet and greet.
Oh, okay.
I was getting there.
Nice. Okay.
You jumped the gun. And the 4 of us are like, do not let that man out of your sight.
Again, creepy.
And so we went out the front doors of the Racket, where we went past the Mexican supermarket that was right next door. And we wound up back at where we were before the concert started, where everyone was lined up to get in. And they did the meet and greet. We went on to Jake Segura, the lead singer of Citizen Soldier, first. And we went up there. I went up. I introduced myself first. I'm like, hi, I'm Kyle Bevan. I was like, yeah, I remember you, because I had interviewed him a couple of years
for this show.
No.
Oh.
Not even for Crown, actually. This was before anything existed.
Whatever.
I interviewed him for radio just because I could.
That's cool. And so he remembered you. That's actually very cool.
Me, which is really cool.
Which means either you did a really great job or you did something to embarrass yourself and he remembered that. Either way, it works.
I haven't watched that interview. I haven't watched that interview in a while.
Okay.
I don't know which one it was.
Sure, there was something memorable in it. Let's say that.
But anyway, we talk to him. We take a picture.
Now, is the crowd dwindled at this point? So you guys got a lot of time with them, or are you like in and out again?
We weren't the last people online, but it wasn't as it was like maybe 5 groups of people instead of like 10 to 15 or however many it was inside the venue. It was a much smaller line at this point. So yeah, we got a little bit more time to talk to him. We only got a picture with him instead of the full band, like the people in the venue got, whatever, no big deal. But we went to him, and at the end, we were joking around before we got up to him. We're like, hey, what if we invite him to IHOP? Just so like you get in there and you're memorable, because not every fan is asking a celebrity to IHOP.
This is like an Almost Famous, where he went to the kid's house and took the acid and jumped off the roof. Did you see Almost Famous? Did I just waste 10 seconds?
You did. But also, no, not the same thing.
Yeah, they went up to him. They said, hey, you want to join us? We're having a party. And they joined the party. And it's not IHOP. I get that. But there's not a lot of acid at IHOP. But
well, in the city, there might be. So as a joke, we asked him IHOP. He's like, hey, come on, don't do that to me. It's hard to turn down breakfast food. So we're like, haha, very funny. Okay. Have a nice night.
Okay.
We didn't say it like that. But then at this point,
fuck off.
No. At this point, Chris Adam, the lead singer of Smash Into Pieces,
yes,
he was done. He didn't have a line anymore. And so one of my friends went up to him and started talking to him about a character they have in the band. Their drummer is this character called the Apocalypse DJ, or APOC. And he's got a costume. He's got this neon mask that glows and like is animated, which is really cool.
The hell kind of show are you going to?
Rock show.
Oh,
sci-fi rock.
Oh, sounds like
Space
that techno stuff to me.
No.
Okay.
No, it's hardcore.
It was that guy that was the
don't
like Daft Punk. What is that stuff?
Yeah, no, you got it right.
All right. Hey, nailed it.
Anyway, those two were talking about how they came up with the character, like the story behind it, which I thought was really cool. And so we got a picture with him, and then as soon as we're about to leave, I get a notification on my phone. Are you familiar with Be Real?
Be Real, the rapper. Yes, I know him.
No. What?
No?
Be Real.
Be Real.
Yes.
Rapper.
No.
Okay, then I am not familiar with Be Real.
Okay. That
is now my rap name. Be Real. Write it down. Somebody write that down.
Okay. It's a relatively new social media app.
Okay.
And every day you get one notification. You have a 2-minute timer to take a picture of yourself and what's in front of you.
Who sends you the notification?
The app.
Just out of nowhere?
Yeah. Okay. Random times throughout, once a day, random times throughout the day. Picture of yourself, picture of what's in front of you. You're being real. You're showing your friends what you're up to at this moment in time.
That could get real inappropriate. So I'm just saying, sometimes you don't want to be real. But
thank you.
I'm just saying.
You don't. Okay, you can post late if you want to.
Okay, you don't have to do it at the moment. It's not like
I'm not. If it goes off while I'm taking a piss, I will not be sharing a picture of that.
We had to go into
I will not be sharing a picture of that for free. You got to pay for that.
You went to the OnlyFans? What is that? Is that what we got? We should do that.
No, no.
I don't think I understand what OnlyFans is.
No, you don't.
I thought that's what we were on.
Anyway. The Be Real notification goes off as soon as we're about to walk away from this guy.
Okay.
And I say, screw it. What's the worst that can happen? I go up to him.
Yes.
I go up to him. I go, have you heard of Be Real? You know the American Psycho scene where it's like, you heard of Huey Lewis in the news?
Yes, I do remember that scene. You didn't hit him with an axe or anything, did you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. There's a bit of a disconnect. So the band Ice Nine Kills, they did a song tribute to American Psycho, and they have a bit where the front man's like, "Hey, do you like Ice Nine Kills?" And he says it with this tone of voice. And memory might be foggy, but that's how I kind of said it. Like, have you heard of Be Real?
Hey.
And then I hit him with an axe and I said, try getting a reservation at IHOP now, you stupid bastard. I didn't.
I hope not.
No, but I explained it to him and he's like, look at me, dude. Do I look like I know what Be Real is?
I like this guy now.
And so I got a picture of him. I don't know if he was ready for it, but we got a picture. It looks like this. And then as we're walking away, my other friend does the same thing. He goes up to this guy. He's like, you want to come to IHOP with us?
So now you're just irritating this poor guy.
No, maybe. But he said, if you go to the closest one, we might show up. That's the one chain I haven't gone to in America. Like I said, they're from Sweden.
But it's an international house of pancakes. He could have gone anywhere to be in one.
You bring up a good point.
It's international. That's not going to America to eat at IHOP. I imagine there's one in Russia. Where are they from? Sweden, yes. Are you really checking?
Because I'm actually curious. Is IHOP actually
international? You can't just say international and just be in Jersey or New York.
Locations.
All over the world. It's international.
I don't know.
Pancakes is an international language.
I'm only seeing a map of America here.
Talk amongst yourselves while we look up stuff.
There are no locations in the search area. There's not a single IHOP in Sweden. International, my ass.
Well, it might be. Doesn't have to be everywhere. It's just if there's one in Canada, it's international.
There's like 200 countries in the world. I'm not going through every single one.
I'm just saying, if there's one in Canada, then they're international.
Oh my God! Fine.
So I imagine.
Anyway, he said, "Yeah, sure. We'll if maybe we'll show up." So we said this as a joke. We were going to go to an IHOP in Jersey, but we're like, okay, we got to find the nearest IHOP in New York now, and we found one. There is actually.
There is an IHOP in New York City, in Manhattan.
East 14th Street.
Really?
I don't know if that's Manhattan, but yeah.
Man, you are so. Oh, you're such a.
What?
Superb. How do you? I don't know if that's Manhattan. You were in Manhattan. You walked 4 blocks.
No,
you don't know if you're still in Manhattan.
We drove.
You drove 4 blocks. You don't think you're still in Manhattan?
I did. I have
Were
trouble.
there big buildings?
I have trouble remembering. There's more to New York State than just the city.
If there's buildings with more than 5 floors, you're in Manhattan. Okay, you're not in Jersey anymore.
Fine. Anyway, we find it. We go and we wait for them to show up.
Yeah, because they're coming.
Maybe.
What do you mean? Maybe
we don't know because when we got there, the server put us in the back.
Oh no! You can't see the door.
We're behind a corner.
Oh no! You should have tipped them. Threw them a few.
I was gonna go up to waitstaff. Like, hey, you see anybody who may look like they're in a Swedish rock band? Send them over to us.
What does that look like?
One of the guys has got a glowing mask. You'll know him when you see him.
He goes around in the glowing mask.
I don't think so.
Oh.
But yeah, so
they could have showed.
They could have showed up,
and you don't know.
Looked for us.
You know what happened? They showed up. They looked around. And where's our new friends that we're going to be buddies with for the rest of their life?
Yeah.
They stood us up and they walked out of IHOP. They didn't get their pancakes. You didn't get your friendship. Oh man, that's bad. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt.
Yeah.
They never went at all. They forgot.
No. I believe they went. They're like,
okay, that's a good story. Our new friends. Here. We were going to be besties.
On the other hand, we might have gone a little too early. They were probably still like wrapping stuff up, like packing up the equipment.
Well, okay.
And then they showed up.
Okay, well, you missed your opportunity.
We should have offered to help them clean up.
You right now could be a roadie for smashing things.
Smash into pieces.
Close. All right. Okay, I'll get it.
Okay.
So you met the lead singer of
both
one
bands.
Of your favorite groups. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 2 of my favorite groups.
Funny to say,
have
met the lead singer of one of my favorite bands. Maybe you've heard of the E Street Band. Yeah. Get to the point.
Those guys. They do the.
Oh, what a bit we're doing here. Yeah, they play the music thing. Well,
they do the music thing.
I have met Bruce Springsteen, as the show knows.
I wrote a book about him once.
You wrote a book about
him?
Him? Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. I half-assed it and got information from you. I had to do a book report.
That sounds about right. But yeah, as everyone, as I've mentioned ad nauseum here, that he's my favorite. And this happened, unfortunately, on a day my wife, your mother.
Thank you.
Her mother, your grandmother.
Thank you.
Just clearing that up. Passed away. She had passed away that day. So my wife and her father were going to the funeral parlor to make arrangements. So I decided to go to the gym, and I'm in the gym and I see this guy with his baseball hat pulled way down, and I'm looking at him like, I know this guy. I work with this guy. Does he live near me? How do I know this guy? And I'm staring at him. So finally he notices me staring at him and looks at me and goes, hey, how you doing? And I go, oh shit, you're Bruce. Because he didn't know that.
Yeah. It's good to remind them.
So, but what I did, because we all know about my gym policy, I didn't want to annoy the guy. So I said, hey, Bruce, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan. Have a good day. Leave him alone, because that's it. I don't want him talking to me. I don't want to talk to him. I'm in the gym.
Pockets of people.
Pockets of people. You don't want to deal with that. So I go about my business. He goes about his business. I lose sight of him, whatever. But it was pretty cool. I just met Bruce. So after the workout, I go into the locker room. I shower. I come out of the shower, and there's one person in the locker room, and he's right next to my locker. So he's blocking me, which I hate, because there's a whole empty locker room, and it's Bruce. So I'm like, okay. So now I have to ask him to get out of my way so I can get my stuff. But I also want to talk to him.
Right.
But I'm also naked.
Wait, was he ass naked?
No, he was not. He was not. He was not. I was. So I'm like, okay. So this is going to be a little awkward. And I don't want to be like, hey, I'm a huge fan. Well, whatever. Because, that would be a little.
Hey, good workout.
Slap on the head. So I start to ask him about his workout.
Okay.
As I'm trying to get changed, like I'm a high school student in the locker room, trying to get everything on without everybody pointing and laughing. So I'm talking to him, and he's telling me about his workout. He's telling me about his diet. He's telling me about how he used to eat back in the 70s, how they would eat fast food, and he just is going, and we're talking. He's asking me where I'm from. This is a 10-minute conversation.
Okay.
As I'm getting dressed.
Okay.
So anyway, so he says he's going to go. I said, okay, Bruce, can I just be a jerk and take a picture? I take the worst selfie ever, because my hair is all mess. You could show
I've seen it.
Yeah, there it is. And he leaves, and that's it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. So I go running back home to my wife and tell her, I had the greatest day ever. Unfortunately, it was the day her mother passed away, putting a damper on my day. So unfortunately for that, still a good day. She didn't see it the same way I did.
No, I could have.
No, well, yeah, I guess understandably, sure. But it was still pretty cool. And at the funeral that night or the next night, whatever it was, I was telling everyone, sorry for your loss. Sorry for my loss. I just met Bruce. I had to calm down. I think they took me out of the room for a while.
Oh, yeah,
must have thought I was hysterical. But yeah, that was my meeting of Bruce, and I've seen him at the gym several times after that. But I don't bother. I know the rules of the gym, but that was my meeting, which was cool that he was very nice and was like talking and stuff, because he is my favorite. It's nice that they're not jerks sometimes.
Right.
So, like I said, I've met Kevin, who's one of my favorite, Kevin Smith, Jay, Bruce, and it's all been fun, all been good times.
So now, when we're talking, what do we call this? Celebrity encounters? Because celebrity sightings is like paparazzi. Like, there's like, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. What the hell did you pick her for? All right, I thought I saw.
There's Marvin Gaye. What do you want?
Marvin Gaye.
He's dead.
If you see Marvin Gaye, that's really impressive. I don't think you would even know Marvin Gaye.
I don't know. Hey, look, it's Marvin Gaye. What's he got going on?
You did it.
What?
You did it. You went there and you went for it. Okay.
So like they're not, I guess, celebrity encounters, interactions, whatever.
Interactions, meetings, I don't know, brushes. Brushes. Depends on the situation.
Yeah. Does anyone have celebrity encounters with us?
No.
Okay. So these celebrity, do they have to be in-person interactions?
I think at this point with this show, there are no rules. If you met a celebrity, talk to a celebrity, I don't know, peed on their lawn, that's a celebrity encounter.
I haven't.
Okay, good. good.
But I've done a couple interviews with people.
Oh yeah, okay. So what, like, worked with them? Yeah, I've done. Okay, yeah, okay.
Over Zoom.
That's what we'll go with.
What worked with?
Just celebrities. We'll just name it celebrities.
Okay, well, name celebrities. Okay. So yeah, I've done a couple of interviews through the radio station for Heavy is the Crown, not this show. Whatever. So I've interviewed people like KK Downing, formerly of
the Harry Potter guy.
No.
Oh.
KK Downing.
Who's that?
Of Judas, formerly of Judas Priest.
Who am I thinking of?
J.K. Rowling.
Oh, that would have been so much cooler. No offense to the priest, but that's Harry Potter. That you're a Harry Potter fan.
It's okay.
All right, well, go back to the priest. The priest is cool.
Yes. So formerly of KK, I'm sorry, formerly of Judas Priest, now part of KK's Priest, which is another band.
Can he do that?
I don't know. I mean, apparently, because it's.
Does he do Priest songs?
What
does he do? Judas Priest songs?
Totally original.
Totally original, but he stole the name.
His band, just a
totally
similar name. And Ripper Owens, who also worked with KK Downing, and another artist, Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
No. What?
You said Jordan.
Jordan Rudess of Dream Theater.
He keeps setting it up like at these major stars, and
yeah, because they are pretty major stars. Just in a
Michael
different
Jordan
community.
Major stars. What?
They're major stars in a different community.
Well, okay. So it's not Michael Jordan.
No, not Michael Jordan.
Fine, go ahead.
Okay. So I've interviewed them, but a big one.
Ooh.
Big for me. This year I got the opportunity to interview what's his face.
Wait a sec. This was big for me. I met what's his name? Are you kidding? Well, it must have been really big for you.
This is the best interview I've ever done. It was with
of my favorite
tip of my tongue. It was, I don't even know how to classify him because he does so much.
Who does he do?
It was with Dan Avedon.
Dan Avedon.
Also known as Danny Sexbang from the band Ninja
Danny what?
Sexbang.
Danny Sexbang?
Yes.
That was my nickname in high school.
From the band Ninja Sex Party. Also from the band.
This guy's got one thing on his mind.
Also from the band Starbomb. Also from the band Sky Hill. Also from the band Shadow Academy. Also from the YouTube channel Game Grumps.
So he's in a lot of bands.
He is in a lot
of bands. He does a YouTube thing.
He does 4 bands that I know. 4 bands. YouTube thing, who are currently on tour internationally.
Wait, the YouTube band?
The Game Grumps are on tour internationally
as a band.
No, as like a comedy show.
They do like a show, they do a podcast tour.
Yeah, like a gaming tour.
Oh, we should totally go on tour.
Okay,
we need a tour bus with Hershey Kisses. We'll get to that.
Okay. But I had reached out to the new band of his, Shadow Academy, which was just launched last year.
Okay.
Assuming this comes out in 2023.
It might be broken up by the time this airs.
So I reached out to interview them for Heavy is the Crown when that was still on the air. And
not the show.
No.
Okay.
And I wound up talking to Jim Roach, which is the other person in the band and also the producer. Okay. And so we've been going back and forth, like trying to figure out the time and stuff. And I suck at following up emails. So that kind of fell to the wayside. And then earlier this year, I talked to my friend who I was going to do the interview with. And I said, should we give it another shot? And they said, why not? So I'm like, all right, cool. Hi, I'm Kyle Pepitone. We talked last year about an interview. Are you still interested?
Is that how you type?
Yeah.
Like Frankenstein?
Okay. But anyway, we went to planning, and we were originally only going to get Jim, who was the producer, because they live many states apart and their schedules are hard to align. But they happened to be going down to a studio together to film more music, and we wound up getting to interview both of them, which was really cool.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah.
Interviews for the radio are supposed to be like 15, 20 minutes max. Mm-hmm. We went on for like a good 50 minutes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That means it was rolling.
Because so they were super cool, and they said to us at the end, like, we can tell you're really into it, like you're really passionate about the music.
That's
and
cool.
So we ended up talking about our own music careers.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So I have Heavy is the Crown, which is a metal band that I have with my girlfriend and some friends. Hard rock metal band. And then I have Kingpin of Spades, which is like my solo career, which is also with my friends because I can't do the music part of it. And then, of course, Nate,
usually a big part of it.
And then, of course, Nate, who I did the interview with, has their career, Father Rhyme.
Father Rhyme?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So rapper, and then, of course, they're part of.
Does he want to collaborate with Be Real?
I'll ask him.
I could freestyle if he wants.
Okay. But no, we were able to talk to them about that, and they're like, whoa, that's really cool. Let keep us updated on it, which I thought was pretty cool.
You know, they can keep you updated on this show. Maybe you book them for this show. Just saying. A little commitment, Mr. 95%.
Okay. We'll get into this later, not on camera. So those are most of my notable ones.
Those are cool.
As far as I'm remembering.
Have you had any bad experiences with a celebrity?
Bad experience?
Like any I don't know, something that almost turned into a fist fight?
What?
Oh yeah, it was close. It was close.
No.
I
don't.
I bet not the worst celebrity. Maybe the worst person on the planet. True story. I don't know if you know who Nancy Kerrigan is. Nancy Kerrigan was a Olympic skater.
Right.
From, I believe she was in the 1992 games. But before those Olympics, she, during a practice, got whacked in the knee by someone with a pipe.
Oh.
And that person was affiliated with another skater, Tanya Harding.
Okay.
Very famous story. They made a movie out of it recently with Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I forget who plays who.
It's a huge story. But she got and she got so much sympathy, and she became this big, and everybody was rooting for her. And Tanya Harding was the bad one. And you know what? Tanya Harding wasn't the bad one. Just saying. Not that I'm advocating violence, but I can see why. No, I'm just saying. What? I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm saying I can understand because. Well, let me set the scenario up for you.
Okay, this should be good.
I'm working for Nickelodeon at the time, and we're doing she has a Halloween ice skating special that's going to air on Nickelodeon. So they send me out to
Nancy. This is Nancy's special.
This is her show. This is her show.
Okay,
and she's got a bunch of other skaters with you. Look it up if you.
So it's not like a Nickelodeon thing that she was at. This was
no. We had signed her on to do this special, and it was going to run on Halloween. It was her and a bunch of other skaters. Doing a Halloween themed show. So anyway,
interesting.
So I drive 3 hours. It's in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Oof.
3 hours out there to do this shoot, and all the other skaters, I can't remember who they were there, were great. Okay. Did everything because we're asking a bunch of Nickelodeon, very silly kid related questions, and they were coming back with silly.
Who's your favorite SpongeBob character?
No, it was like really ridiculous questions. I wish I could find out what they were, but they were, and they played along. They were doing it, and they're standing on the ice, and I'm standing in the stands right by the ice, and we're doing this, and everything's going good. And now it's time for Nancy. It's our show and everything. What's the face for?
I'm watching like the trailer for it.
It might have been one I did. Why? What's the matter?
I was going to say the graphics are pretty bad.
Well, it was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Let me see. Turn that sucker around. Let me see that shit.
They're just like they're kind of jumpy.
Us. That's not it. Wait, who's there? No, that's just a traveling show. No.
Because I was going to say I didn't see a Nickelodeon branding on the thing.
Did you look up Halloween, Nancy Kerrigan's Halloween special?
I just looked up Nancy Kerrigan Halloween on Ice. How more specific can I get?
I don't know if it was Halloween on Ice, but anyway, well, it was on Ice and it was Halloween. So here comes Nancy, right?
Okay.
And she right away, what is this? What are we doing? I said, we're just doing some promos. I'm going to ask you some silly questions, just whatever you want to answer. What? I don't understand. What does that mean? Whatever. I go through the first question. That's silly. What is that? It's stupid. I don't understand. I'm like, there's no right answer here. It's a stupid question. Just answer it. I get through 3 finally, and she skates away, and I'm angry.
Oh, you were on the ice?
No, I was on the stand. She was on the ice. She skates away. I wasn't skating.
So you couldn't go after her?
No, I was done. I was done with her. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Got it. Okay.
We'll go up and we'll get ready. And her husband comes over. He was running. He's like a manager and he was producing the show. And he comes over and says, Nancy would like to do it again. Didn't think that went well. I said, no, I'm done. We're good. We got it.
Okay.
I was done. I wasn't doing this again.
Right.
And he said, no, I really think she should do it again. I think it could be better. And I said, no, I'm finished. We had her time. We're done.
Okay.
I'm really angry now.
Right.
So I start walking up the stairs. I'm walking. So he says, as I'm leaving, well, you guys should be a little bit more prepared next time. I lose my shit. I come flying down the stairs to go after this guy. But now, halfway down the stairs, I realize he's on the ice. If I go on the ice, I'm going on my ass in 2 seconds, and then this guy's going to beat the crap out of me. And that's just going to be embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I stop, and we're yelling at each other over the thing. And he's telling me, you guys be more prepared. I'm saying, maybe if your wife was prepared and wasn't so, I didn't say it. I came so close because that would have been my job. But we were yelling at it to the point where they had to push me out of the building.
Oh my God.
And that was it. And then I drove home 3 hours later, just cursing her the entire way home. The worst person I've ever met. Terrible. It was terrible. So yeah, that was the worst.
Yeah, I don't got anything like that. Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's a second. I'll just give you the second one. I'll just give you the two worst. There's only two bad experiences I have. And this guy's hardly a celebrity, but Joe Girardi.
It's a big claim to make.
What?
Is hardly a celebrity.
These people are hardly celebrities. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying we're in a basement.
She's famous. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity. They didn't meet me.
All right.
I'm just saying if she didn't get hit in the leg with a pipe, no one would know who she was. I'm just saying that.
It's a bold claim, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, this guy, Joe Girardi, was a baseball player. Played for the Yankees, played for a bunch of other teams, managed the Yankees, couple World Series. But at the time, I was working for the Yankees television network, and he was an announcer. So at the particular time, I was down in Florida.
So was he a player or announcer?
He had retired from being a player, was an announcer, and not yet a manager. So in between,
got it. Okay,
before he did that, so
gotcha.
He had just retired. They hired him to announce, and it was in spring training, so it was in Florida, Tampa, and I had just given my notice. I was leaving the Yankees network.
Okay,
on bad terms, because that's how I leave everything.
Was it because of White Castle?
Yes, maybe. I burn bridges, light that sucker up, and blow it up. So,
all right, can't wait for
that. This is my last job, and my flight is that day. It's in like an hour or so. So I'm finishing up. So as we're doing this, same type of thing. What are we doing here? When are we doing this? Come on, guys, let's do this. And he gets to a point where he goes, "Hey guys, I gotta get ready for the game in 20 minutes. Let's finish this up." Once again, I start to lose it. I said, "Well, listen, I have a flight in 20 minutes, and I don't even work here anymore. So I don't give a fuck." I walked away from that, got on my flight, went home, and that was it for my career there too. So I noticed maybe it's me. Maybe there's a little bit that could be me, but it's just don't be a douche. I'm working. I don't want to do promos. It's stupid, but they come with an attitude, and I don't like that. So those are the only two experiences I've had with celebrities.
Well, some people, like not all of them, but like some people have.
Don't stick up for them.
No, they have the fame and power, and like I get.
But they don't have. Nancy Kerrigan has no power. Joe Girardi has no power. The people, all athletes. You know what it is? Athletes. I always had a problem with athletes. They were the worst. Athletes are the worst. The most entitled, spoiled. Are we booking any athletes? Just spoiled and entitled. Well, why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I mean,
it's just they are the word. Derek Jeter never got to interview him because you know why I didn't interview him? I didn't have breasts. Derek Jeter would not talk to you if you didn't have breasts. That's the way that went. No, that's the way it was.
His ball.
You got his ball. You had one. But that's it. The athletes are just
we talked about this. We talked about this in the previous episode where the sports fans, the people who are crying over when their team loses.
Yes, they don't care.
You can't tell me there's a correlation between all your fans on their knees jerking you off and the big-headedness, the fat-headedness of some athletes.
That escalated. Wow. I think we'd go there. No, I agree with you. But I'm just saying it's mostly been been the athlete. Like I've met Mark Hamill. I met Mark Hamill.
Okay.
Nicest guy in the world.
Really?
He's Luke effing Skywalker. Nicest guy in the world. They told us don't bring up Star Wars. Don't bring up Star Wars. Do not talk about Star Wars. Within 2 minutes, he was talking about Star Wars on his own. Yes, I get it. If I was Luke Skywalker, I'd be talking about Star Wars to anyone who passed me by.
Like he was Joker too.
Well,
that's got to be pretty.
We were doing he was doing some voice work, so that he became a big thing in that. But man, he was just open. Ask me anything. It was great. Nice guy. Nicest guy in the world. Nicest guy. Him, Kevin, and Bruce are the 3 nicest people in the world that I've met. Just all good, like down to earth, and talk to you like not Nancy Kerrigan, Mark Hamill, Nancy Kerrigan, Luke Skywalker, person who got hit in the knee with a pipe. Tell me who should have the big head there. And he did it. What?
After the last 3 movies.
Well, it wasn't his fault. It was not Mark Hamill's
I know.
Well, no. I was going to say unless you were going to say something more important.
I was going to say celebrities love me. I haven't had a bad experience yet.
Well, one great experience. You met one of the biggest stars in the world.
Rob Dyrdek?
You met one of the biggest stars in the world. No, actually, Rob Dyrdek was very cool. But who did you meet? I know you don't. You're not a fan, but at the time you were. Good.
I don't. You're throwing around words here. But no. When during the Victorious era, when that was still on air, I believe.
Yes, it was. It was at its height.
Really? Yeah. We were at Worldwide Day of Play in Washington, which was a very nice trip, and we met Ariana Grande before she was
pre blow up.
Yeah, this was Ariana Tall.
Come on.
Yes, we met Ariana Grande during the redhead era. When she was Cat on Cat, Victorious.
Yes.
And I was like 10.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. How did it go?
We would
I remember a picture, but that's about it.
It was because it was in Washington. It was this huge event, and that and iCarly were huge.
Apparently, it was the largest one. At least
they got like 50. They were in that big park. And they got like 50,000.
Central Park,
crazy. And I was just there because I wanted to go. I was working for Nickelodeon at the time, and we were backstage or whatever behind the tents.
Was it?
Yeah, because we met her walking in, and she came by. Yes. She came right over to you guys. Was very sweet and very nice, and that's pretty cool. She wasn't huge at the time, but for that day at Nickelodeon at that point,
I wonder if we asked her to go to IHOP, if she would like shout us out at a concert.
I don't think there were any IHOPs around that area. I didn't see any, or we would ate there. It was not
sure. Actually, there might not have been any restaurants because we walked like 20 blocks to the nearest restaurant or whatever that was. A lot
of walking, but that's a pretty cool.
That was very cool.
She was cool, and we've already mentioned that you've been on Victoria Justice's bus and basically ripped her off, stole her Hershey Kisses.
They were there.
Our whole family, you know what? Whole family was there. Our mother was there. Her sister was there,
right?
And you stole right there. Oh, shame.
I was so.
But again, they were both cool.
That was funny about that. My friend who we went with, Zach, he texted me after we mentioned that. And he said, "I
listened to the show."
Yeah,
that's one.
He talked. He texted me. He's like, "I don't remember us stealing Hershey Kisses."
He knows what he did. He knows exactly what he did. Nobody was innocent there.
Sure. Yeah. So there were those two. That was. That was many years ago.
It was perfect time because you were in that age group. You watched the show, and that show was huge at the time, and we were at this huge event, and it went well. It was a good time. Good time I had, and again, no Nancy Kerrigan issues.
No. I have not had one bad.
Well, you're lucky.
Experience.
Lucky. Yeah.
People love me.
People love you. You are internationally adored at the Pancake House. Well, that's it. I have
nobody else notable.
Well, I got a bunch on the Well, behind this brick
in
wall,
the broom closet.
There's a bunch of nice pictures back there. There's a bunch of nice pictures.
Hall of Fame.
The Wall of Fame we got up there. We got some good. Deer Deck you mentioned was cool.
Yes.
We got to be on his show. And he has the
Fantasy Factory.
Fantasy Factory, big warehouse that he turned into a skate park and had the pit. What is it, foam pit?
Yeah.
We were in there and you got
I love myself a good foam pit.
You jumped into the foam pit, did a couple flips. It scared the hell out of me. But he was cool. We went to his show, Ridiculousness, another cool celebrity.
Yeah.
See, most of them are cool. It's the athletes. I blame the athletes.
Yeah.
Screw you, Derek Jeter.
Okay.
Hashtag that. Screw you, Derek Jeter.
Okay. Well, you said you have no one else notable, right?
I'm done.
All right.
This was just I don't know.
Just a brag?
Was it a brag? I don't know. I tried to yeah, I guess.
You were telling everyone I met Bruce ass naked.
Well, I was. Good thing I put clothes on for the picture.
Yeah. Can we title that as the video? We're gonna get.
I've seen Bruce Bob. Do not do that. I think we come up with a better.
Well, yeah,
name.
that would be misleading.
Yes,
I met Bruce ass naked.
Bruce ass naked. That's a new thing. No,
it's all right. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to hear more from us, you can follow us at FTDcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. That's F as in feeding, T as in the, and D as in ducks.
What's our audience? 3-year-olds? I think they could do FT.
Well, it's just like when you're on the phone and you got to enunciate the letters.
I do like when people spell things out for me. Yeah. I will say that. And go slow. So I'm good with that. See? Okay, I'm okay with that.
And if you're looking for more stuff from me, you can find me at Kingpin Creations, Kingpin one word with a Y. And you?
The Joe Pep 1 on Twitter and Joe Pep 27 on the gram, as the kids call it.
All right, cool. And any artists, musical talent, comedians, what have you, who want to get their word out there, to get their projects out there, you can email us at feedingtheduckspodcast@gmail.com.
Or maybe some of the people you've interviewed. I don't know. Maybe save some for this show. Just saying. That's it. I'm out.
Take care, everyone.